learning a language in a hospital? Is that possible? This week was a crazy week to try and learn languages. Started out the week, my mom was in the hospital. We took her to the emergency room 2 different times, and the second time they admitted her overnight to try and find out what was going on. So the week started out with me having my tablet connected to the hospital Wi-Fi, sitting in her bedroom or in her hospital room with my headphones, doing my drops and my Duolingo. And then, as you can see behind me, I have a giant garden. This week was a harvest week where I had a lot of vegetables. So I was canning vegetables and freezing vegetables, and that got a little nuts. But overall, I think I had a pretty good week. I found some nice routines that helped me to learn and then to memorize, because I have a little bit of trouble retaining words that I learn. I learn them for a minute, but then they don't seem to stay in my long-term memory. So I started using Duo cards as a way to review the harder new words that I'm learning. So the new routine is I start in either the morning or at lunch, and I start out by doing drops in Spanish. At the end, when I finish with drops, I make a list of new words and words that they reviewed with me that I didn't remember. And I put the difficult new words and the words that I didn't remember well on the review into Duo cards. Then, either at lunch or later in the day, I go into Duolingo and I do some work there. And then, as I'm cooking dinner, I watch videos. I've been watching Why Not Spanish, which is a YouTube channel, and I've been watching a lot of The Magic School Bus on Netflix in Spanish, because they have themed episodes where, like, for example, now I'm learning about animals in Spanish. I can go on there and I can look at different episodes that are about animals and watch those, just to kind of get used to hearing those words in context. In Arabic, my goal was to learn, relearn, review the alphabet. Well, I was using Duolingo for this, and Duolingo is really good for helping you to learn letters in another language, but the problem is these letters are like sandwiched into lessons about other things. So I did a good amount of review, and I am familiar with more letters than I was at this time last week when I started and didn't remember much, but I can't say that I can identify every letter in Arabic right now. I watched a pronunciation video from Arabic with Maha, which is really good, and helps a lot to help me with Ain, which is a difficult letter, and I have that bookmarked so that I can look at it later when I do some of the other difficult letters. I watched some videos in Spanish about animals, including one which was a listening exercise by Why Not Spanish. I will put the links to all of these sites that I referenced in the comments. And then I have started a new lesson in Duolingo. Before, all the ones I had been doing were review. I had already done these lessons on Duolingo, but this one is new, so that's pretty cool. So what are my goals for this week? I kind of like the system that I've got going on for Spanish. I think I'm going to continue that for another week. But for Arabic, I think I want to practice some more with the letters in a different setting. I think in addition to the Duolingo that I've been doing, I think I want to try and use some of the apps that I downloaded for kids about learning the alphabet in Arabic, just so I can recognize the letters by sight a little better. So we'll see how that works. And I will be back next week with a new update telling you how it's going. So as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tell me, what are you doing to learn a language a day?